Devotion is a biopic war film about Jesse Brown, the first ever black aviator in Navy history. He is already established when the film starts, and he meets a lifelong friend in Tom, who ends up, not sure, Tom Hudner, but he's not really sure if, they can trust each other. The movie's a little bit slow to start. We get a lot of shots of Jesse hanging out with his family. He's got a baby daughter and a wife, and we get these new planes that they're using, and they're not really quite able to handle them because they're different in design, but they're more powerful. And they have to, the movie takes its time with the character development, and we don't get our first sort of aerial battle until about 40 minutes into the film, and then we get some more after that. The movie is pretty good, but it's not great. It has the characters, it has the budget, it has everything you need. I kind of feel like it's missing a story of sorts. This is based off a true story, so you really can't really dramatize anything too much. So everything's kind of like just normal. They do a bombing run, they go on shore leave, they meet some people, get in a fight. It's the racism aspect isn't really explored because he's already this is further in his military career. But there is some really great subtle moments. Like there's a scene where he gets a reprimand for not obeying orders, and he complains, but he can't really complain because it hurts him more as being a black man. It's almost like the burden is harder on him because he can't mess up ever because of what he represents. And there's also another great scene that happens too where someone picks a fight with him, but he doesn't say anything because he doesn't want to make a problem, because if he does get any flack or any criticisms, it's going to magnify because of the burden on his shoulders. So I like the film explores that a little bit in a very subtle way, but most of the movie is a war film about men trying to do plane stuff, and there's only one dog fight in the 40-minute mark. There's a bombing run, and then there's another mission near the end. But the movie kind of feels like it's lacking something. It's really long. It's almost 2.5 hours long, but I just didn't really get an emotional rise out of me, except for maybe one or two scenes with Jonathan Majors hyping himself up in front of a mirror. That was really good. But overall the movie's okay. It has everything it needs, but it just feels a little stiff at times. So I give Devotion a 5 out of 10.